The day the Eiffel Tower was almost sold as scrap metal, welcome to mystery, history, and curiosity. Get ready to get your mind blown. Picture Paris in the 1920s, jazz clubs, flapper fashion, and the Eiffel Tower. Already a global icon, but not yet the timeless treasure we know today. Now imagine this. One of history's greatest con artists actually convinced people that he had the power to sell the Eiffel Tower as scrap metal. Yes, this story is true. The Eiffel Tower was built in 1889 as the centerpiece for the World's Fair, officially called the Exposition Universelle. Designed by Gustave Eiffel, the structure was initially criticized by Parisians who thought it was an eyesore. In fact, many citizens wanted it torn down after the fair. By the 1920s, the tower was expensive to maintain, and rumors swirled that the government might dismantle it. Enter Victor Lustig, a name that still echoes in the halls of history as one of the most brilliant and daring swindlers ever born. Lustig was a con man of almost legendary proportions. Born in Austria-Hungary in 1890, he spoke multiple languages, carried himself with elegance, and had a reputation for schemes so outrageous that they worked simply because nobody believed anyone would dare attempt them. In May 1925, Lustig read a newspaper article that joked about the government's costly burden of maintaining the tower. To him, this was the perfect seed for a con. He forged government stationery and posed as a deputy director of the Ministry of Posts and Telegraphs. He then invited 6 of the top scrap metal dealers in Paris to a secret meeting at the Hôtel de Crillon, one of the city's most luxurious hotels. There, Lustig claimed the government had quietly decided to tear down the Eiffel Tower and sell it for parts. He emphasized the need for secrecy, saying that public outrage would be enormous if word got out too soon. His story was convincing. The tower was indeed controversial and expensive to maintain. After giving the group a private tour of the tower, complete with an official-looking limousine, Lustig invited bids. He played on their greed and their fear of missing out. In the end, he identified his perfect mark, André Poisson, a scrap dealer eager to make his reputation in the Parisian business world. Poisson's wife expressed doubts, but Lustig reassured him with charm and inside information. Poisson paid Lustig a hefty bribe to secure the winning bid, believing it gave him an advantage. With the money in hand, Lustig immediately fled to Austria before Poisson discovered the truth. Amazingly, Poisson was too embarrassed to go to the police, fearing ridicule for falling for such an audacious scam. This allowed Lustig to pull off the scheme not once, but twice. Later that same year, he returned to Paris and nearly succeeded again, though the second attempt collapsed when one dealer grew suspicious and alerted authorities. Lustig fled to the United States, where his criminal career continued until his eventual arrest in 1935. The story of Victor Lustig's Eiffel Tower scam is more than just a colorful tale of deception. It highlights how confidence, persuasion, and timing can turn even the most outrageous lie into something believable. Today, the Eiffel Tower stands as one of the most beloved monuments in the world, visited by millions every year. Yet for a brief moment in 1925, it almost became nothing more than scrap metal, at least in the minds of those who believed Lustig's con. And so ends one of history's strangest sales pitches. From a symbol of national pride to a nearly dismantled pile of steel, the Eiffel Tower reminds us that sometimes The wildest stories are the ones that are true.